Hey guys, it's your humble host, or Kale if you prefer. So I am back with my reaction to the Super Mario Brothers movie. Holy crap, was it fun! I'm gonna do my best not to spoil anything, but no promises, just no freaking promises. Because there's quite a bit to talk about, and I was smiling 99% of the movie. There were some dark scenes, and when I say that, you guys are familiar with the little Luma star. This has already been kind of spoiled all over YouTube. So his sense of humor, or rather dark sense of humor, or just messed up mind state is revealed in a few trailers. And yeah, I think that's the only time where I just stopped and went, whoa, what the hell? It was funny though. So I know there was a lot of controversy about Mario's voice. And for those of you who had parents who grew up with Nintendo like I did, you were introduced to a lot of the old stuff, if not at least some of it. Do you guys remember the Super Mario game that came on the big floppy disk? This is before CDs were more prominent. But yeah, do you guys remember, and I forget what it's called, you are Mario playing in downtown Brooklyn as a plumber. That's how you start the game. Something about coins and a well. I played that game. Though it's been forever, I had a Super Nintendo in my house. I played a lot of the old Mario games. My parents played a lot of the Mario games, in particular my mom. So, suffice to say, I was not disappointed with the movie at all. And the little tidbit, because I saw a little bit of this coverage a few days ago about Peach being a girl boss and Mario not being able to do anything, that is total just BS. Now, it was reported on that Nintendo had to step in and tell Hollywood, we're not going to do this. We're going to keep Princess Peach as our feminine archetype character. I will post that video in the link in the description. I forget who it's by, as I just newly subscribed to the channel. But with that being said, I didn't get so much girl boss from her as I did dedicated leader and willing to protect her kingdom. There were still, let me tell you, there is Easter eggs littered throughout the movie, from sound clips, from environments. Like, if you've played enough Mario games, you will pick up on a lot of them. And there's also, I'm not going to tell you who, because this is kind of part of my rant, kind of not. There is two cameo for Mario characters. One, I liked how they look, and the other one, I was just like, okay, this must have been a last minute type thing, but I'm still happy they're here. It was actually kind of weird seeing them with particular facial expressions. And that's all I'm saying for that one. So, but it actually made me really happy because I literally shot my hands in the air and went, yes, these two are here. But I don't want to spoil it. I want you guys to go see it and enjoy and pick up all the Easter eggs. Like, there's stuff from the GameCube games, and I will say, spoiler alert, just a little one, there is 1 to 2 references to Luigi's Mansion, and I caught it, and it was great. As I said, you have to pay attention to everything. Yes, you already know kind of how the story goes, but then again, no, you don't. But there were just Easter eggs everywhere. Like I said, it's not just the visuals, it's also the sound clips. It's also quick shots of certain environments. So really pay attention. And if you played enough Mario games, you will catch quite a bit of them. What else? Oh, the Toads. Let's talk about the Toads. Because there was worry how they were going to be the next minion, or how they're going to be super annoying. No, they're not annoying, like, at all. They're actually quite fun. And the main one that you see on the poster here, that journeys with Peach and Mario, is actually really likable. He has his own sense of humor. He can come across obnoxious at first, but it quickly tones down. It's not a escalation as you would see something with the minions or other side characters in general that's supposed to be cute and cuddly, but they're just kind of annoying that you want to yeet them over the fence. Toad is not like that, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. I actually got quite a few chuckles out of Toad. The Koopa Sorcerer, I forget what they're called. He was awesome. He wasn't annoying. None of the characters in here, I will say, irritated me. I wasn't put off by any of them. And the fact that how story starts out, because it does tie into the controversy around Chris Pratt voicing Super Mario. For those of you who kind of are up on your Mario lore, you guys will know this, that Chris Pratt is doing the traditional voice of Mario. It's not the super Italian-sized voice. That voice didn't come around later, way later, when I believe they started to introduce voice acting, or when they started to make the characters in the Super Mario world actually talk or say certain phrases or certain oral expressions. So I'm actually going to put an article, I'm going to try to look for it, when Super Mario actually got his voice, the one that everyone is used to. Please look up on it, because that voice that came into being for the video games was not Mario's original voice. And I had no issue with Chris Pratt's acting. I had no issues with Donkey Kong, because I know a lot of people go, well, Donkey Kong was annoying and Seth Rogen was lazy and blah, blah, blah. Actually, okay, I don't like Seth Rogen. I think he's pretentious. I think some of his shows are just kind of bleh. And I'm not too keen on his interpretation of the new TMNT movie that's going to come out. Anyway, all that aside, I did enjoy Donkey Kong's character. I enjoyed his world. I enjoyed the other characters that were involved in that part of the movie. I enjoyed all of it, and I thought it was cool. Also, as I said, going back to Easter eggs, because there's a lot of them. There's so many freaking Easter eggs. I kind of wish they'd put in a little bit more, but what this movie did was actually phenomenal, is because there's so much Mario, they tried to pack a lot into this movie, starting from some of the older stuff, kind of touch upon some of the newer stuff, to some of the stuff in like the early 2000s. There's so much here, and I probably missed quite a bit because I haven't played the Mario games in such a long time. But do I wish there was more? Oh, heck yeah, I would have loved to see more. Am I happy with what's here? Yes, I am thoroughly excited, and just, I enjoyed it. Like, I don't want to say it, but some of the parts that made me really giggle out loud, because I had someone sitting next to me in the theater who literally, I swear, kept choking on their food and drink when these certain scenes popped up because it caught them off guard. And we were freaking rolling. It was great. I freaking love this. The critics are so pissed because you have just studios like Universal who actually cater to their fans who go, hey, we know what you want. You want to see these worlds fleshed out. You want to see how the interactions are. You want to see the characters grew up with in their natural state. And this is what Universal and Nintendo did, and it works. And I'm seeing stuff on YouTube now about how Universal's getting ready to curb stomp Disney. They are, and I hope to God they do, because at this point, screw Disney. But that's for another time. Anyway, I could go on, but then we'd go into spoiler territory, and I really don't want to spoil it. This is one I'm going to tell you guys to go see. You are going to get a kick out of all the characters. As I said, I was pleasantly surprised that none of the characters came across as annoying. There was a lot of funny moments, just a lot, especially that Luma character. He will catch you off guard, but it's so freaking funny. It's like someone tells like a really dark joke, but you can't help but laugh at it because of everyone else's reaction and the timing and just the overall setup for the joke, which I thought was great. Anyway, go see this movie. Screw the critics. Screw Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes, the critics are like 50%, and you have the audience anywhere between 85 to 90%. It should be a little bit higher in my opinion, but go. You will have fun, especially if you are Super Mario nuts and you grew up with this game as children and you continue to play it and still do. You will catch a lot of stuff. You really will. Anyway, with that being said, go see it, go have fun. You will thoroughly enjoy it. Go watch it. You will have fun, especially you Super Mario fans. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.